Good afternoon, Savva here from Savva Talk Spurs. I hope you are all well on this glorious-ish Wednesday. And it is not just any Wednesday, it's match day. It's Champions League match day. The reason why we finished fourth is for days like this. Unfortunately, I can't get to the game tonight, but I will be on a live watch-along with Henry Wright TV starting at about 7:30 p.m. And then Henry and I will be doing Savva and Wright live tonight from 10 o'clock. And we will be discussing the game in full, match reaction, and then we'll be looking at the other Champions League games that have taken place over this last 2 days. And we'll look forward to the game against Everton and the Premier League fixtures this weekend. So what's my daily thought today? Quite simple. This won't be a long one. My daily thought is this: Spurs will beat Frankfurt. There are certain games where I'm very confident, and there are games when I am not confident. This is one I am very confident. Frankfurt are a very hit-and-miss team. They had an awful start to the season, and they came back very strongly. They looked very poor against us. They lost 3-0 at the weekend to, I believe, the team that were at the time bottom of the table. So for me, we simply have to win. We have to win. I don't want to hear anything tonight about not having the players to go at them. Get out there, set up and attack them. Get our forward players in and tear them apart. That's what we want to see. That's what the fans have paid for on these Champions League nights. The same way Harry Redknapp did it. Go at teams. Attack them. Now, the big talking points for me for tonight are this. Kulusevski, we know, is not going to play. Conte's already said he doesn't need to take the risk on him. But the big question for me is Emerson Royal. Does he come back into that team? He's suspended for the league games. I thought Doherty actually had a decent game. I'm not saying it was amazing, but he had a decent game against Brighton. We didn't concede. So do you leave him in there to get a run of games in his legs? I would. What would you do? What will Conte do? So I think Conte will go back to Emerson Royal. He really likes him for some reason, which is just baffling to me and to others. But if he picks him, he picks him. The other question marks will be, does Longley come back in for Davis? And then the big one, the big question mark is this. Does Basuma start and we stick with a kind of 3-5-2? Or does Richarlison start and we go back to the favoured 3-4-3? Now, I'm a big advocate of having multiple formations that you can play with your squad. I think it was more important to play the 3-5-2 against Brighton because they're a team that dominate the football. They're a team that like possession. And they're a team that will pass, move. Frankfurt are not. Frankfurt are more like us in terms of a 3-4-3 that will sit back and counterattack. So I'm really interested to see, will we stick with a 3-5-2, which many people are saying we played much better, looked more tenacious, the pressing was good. It allowed Højbjerg and Bentancur to have arguably their best game this season, in my opinion. Or are we going to go back to the 3-4-3 and we're going to see some bit more of a quick attack? It's going to be interesting. I think we know. In my opinion, I think we'll go back to Longley. I think we'll go back to a 3-4-3. I think Royal will come in and I think Richarlison will come in for Basuma. I think that's what Conte will do. I've been wrong before. Let's see when the team news comes out. I think tonight should be a 3-0, 3-1. There's always a chance that teams will score against Tottenham on the counter-attack. So I've got, I've got high hopes for tonight. There are no excuses. This is one of the games when you look at that group, you think, right, it's not, I'm not saying any group is easy, but it's not the hardest group we could have got by any stretch of the imagination. On top of that, you've got to win your home games. So if someone had said, what was key to qualifying from this Champions League group, you would say the following things. You would say the 3 home games against Sporting Lisbon, Marseille and Frankfurt. Now, we've beaten Marseille at home. We've now got Frankfurt at home. We've got to win this because if we don't win this, all of a sudden it puts a lot of pressure on our last 2 Champions League games. And as I've stated very vocally, to not get out of this group, I don't want any excuses from fans, will be utter failure. It will be utter failure to not get through this group. There will be those fans that think they're better than everyone else, that if we don't get through the group, we'll say, oh, well, yeah, he didn't have the players. Nonsense. He has the players to get through a group of Sporting Lisbon, Frankfurt and Marseille. So if we don't get through, it's on him. But I fully expect us to. I said that at the beginning of the group. I fully expect us to win this group. I don't want to drop down into the Europa League. So a game like tonight is absolutely fundamental. I'm expecting a 3-0, 3-1 professional performance, couple of goals for Kane as normal. Be nice to see Sonny getting back on that score sheet. For me, he's looked absolutely awful this season, barring a 15-minute appearance. Lots of fans, lots of people I YouTube with will tell me that I'm harsh on him. I don't think I am. His passing looks sloppy. He looks low on confidence. His shooting looks wayward. Please, let's get him back into form tonight. Will we see Brian Hill? I don't know. Will we see Lucas Moura? He's back in training. I don't know. Will we see Jed Spence? Probably not. But all in all, I'm going to leave it there. What I will say is got some exciting news coming very, very shortly in the next month or so. So stick around for that. Not today, but stick around for that. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for subscribing. Let me know if you're liking the little Savva clips as well from shows that I'm on with little debates. Go and check the one out from today, which is Kane versus Jesus. Who's the better player? Go over there, check it out, leave your thoughts. Thank you for your comments. As always, come on you Spurs, and Daniel Levy and Enoch, get out of our club. Goodbye.